family, welcome back to my channel. Today we're bringing you another Dollar Tree DIY, and this DIY is something that you see everywhere. So today we're making topiaries, just like the ones you can see here. If you're new to this channel, make sure to subscribe and hit that bell so you can see when we post more videos like this one. Come on, let's go make some topiaries. Before we get started, leave a comment below on which store I should get inspiration from for our next DIY. So I picked up these at the Dollar Tree, and this is what we're gonna put our topiaries in. We're gonna get a little sciencey to give these the rustic farmhouse look to it. I picked up some vinegar from the Dollar Tree, and this is what we're gonna use to give it its look. So you wanna get a container and big enough that will fit the whole tub or whole tin in it, and pour some vinegar in. So once we pour the vinegar in, the tin does float, so we're gonna get a rag, and we're using an old rag, and we're just gonna soak it up with the vinegar. And then we're actually just gonna wrap the tin in the rag. So I'm just gonna add some more vinegar to the bucket. Now that we're waiting on the tins to get all farmhousey, we are going to create the topiaries. I picked up these couple items at the Dollar Tree, but I did have to get the foam balls at Walmart, and I had to get the moss at Michael's. Now, Dollar Tree does sell moss like this, it's just my Dollar Tree didn't have any at the time. So let's start making them. Okay. We're just going to make a hole. Glue down in there. Now the foam will melt a little bit. This will give it a firm hold. So now we're going to glue on some of the moss. When I bought this moss, I used a coupon for Michael's, so I got 40% off one of the items. So all we're gonna do is hot glue some on. Day 2 of our DIY project for our topiaries. The reason why it took me another day to do this is because of the metal tin. What I did was I submerged it in vinegar, and I also wrapped it with a cloth that was soaked in vinegar, and I wanted mine to look a certain way, so it did take an overnight process for it to look this rustic. Depending on what you're looking for, you can keep it in for 30 minutes, an hour. I would just keep checking it to see how you want your tin to look. So what I'm going to do is I want to take some of the rope, and I'm gonna actually just wrap it around the bottom of my tin just to give it a little bit more of that farmhousey look. Before we do that, I'm gonna test out this can of wine because I've never had wine in a can, and I want to see what it tastes like. So let's open it. Ooh. It's okay. Not my favorite, but it still tastes good. Okay, so let's go ahead and wrap this rope around the bottom. So now that the bottom piece is done, we added this rope. I'm going to finish up with the inside of it. So let's see how the topiary turned out. Here is what we have for our topiary. So I just picked up some of the, like these little pebbles or at the Dollar Tree. They also have bigger rocks or other things that you can add to the bottom, but I just picked up a little bag of black. So I'm just gonna put some of the rocks here in the bottom. This is the moss we're gonna use to finish this out. I also just picked this up from the dollar store. So here is what our first topiary looks like. Very whimsical, just in time for Easter. Okay, so we're gonna make the next topiary. I'm gonna do it one step different. I'm just gonna start with mossing the ball first. Last time I did the dowel and made it look like the topiary first, but I had trouble with that. So we're gonna start mossing this one first. So I'm gonna moss this ball, but you are not gonna watch me do this one because you just watched me do it prior to this. So this is what it looks like now. I really hoped you enjoyed this video. I know that this was one of my favorite ones so far. And if you want to check out my daily life or you want to see where I get my inspiration from, you can check out my Pinterest account or my Instagram account. I'll put the links down in the description below. Thanks for watching. Bye!